Close to the sun.
Hello everyone, my name is Frans Mukuan. Right now I'll be presenting about cloud storage architecture. This ISAS is created by me and my friends Muladi. Information system is an integrated set of components for collecting, storing, and processing data, and for providing information, knowledge, and digital products. Functional information systems that support a specific organizational function, such as marketing or production, have been supplanted in many cases by cross-functional systems built. The type of information system is divided into three. There are management support, support of knowledge work, and operational support. A system architecture is the conceptual model that defines the structure, behavior, and morpheus of a system. System architecture encompasses decisions as to where to place the specific components of the software. These decisions will lead to different types of architectural organization. We can broadly categorize the system architecture into the centralized one or the decentralized organization. Cloud storage is a service model in which data is transmitted and stored on a remote storage systems, where it is maintained, managed, backed up, and made available to users over a network, or typically the internet. But do you know that cloud storage is different with cloud computing? Cloud storage is inside these cloud computing things. The difference is that the cloud computing isn't just a place to store our data, but we can manage or edit our data with the application that exists in the cloud too. Not sure about that? Let me give you an example. Google Drive. Google Drive is a cloud computing service that we can use around the internet right now. Why do I say that Google Drive is a cloud computing instead of the cloud storage? Because it gives us more than just a cloud storage service where we can edit our data in there too, not in the outside of the application. Like we can edit or even make a file with the inside application of the Google Drive service. Let's say there are Google Docs, Google Slide, Google Spreadsheet, and the other.
Hello, my name is Muladi Aprianto. In the next presentation material is work principle of cloud storage. Okay, so how does cloud storage work? Cloud storage involves at least one data server that a user connects to via the internet. The user sends files manually or in an automated subject over the internet to the data server, which forwards the information to a multiple server. The stored data is then accessible through a web-based interface. Then, type of cloud storage. There are several types, each with specific characteristics that support the needs of cloud service and user in particular way. There is personal cloud storage. Personal cloud storage is enabled by a network-attached device that allows users to store different types of personal data. And then, private cloud storage. Private cloud storage user on-premise storage servers that are under the control of the company that owns them. And then public cloud storage. Public cloud storage is available from a third party as a service. The infrastructure is built, owned, managed, and maintained by the cloud storage providers. And the last is hybrid cloud storage. Hybrid cloud storage is some combination of the public cloud, private cloud, and data center as an organization prefers. It typically combines research that are owned and managed by the enterprise with public cloud service that are managed by a third party. And then we have advantage of cloud storage. First is file accessibility. The files can be accessed at any time from any place so long as you have internet access. Next is off-site backup. Cloud storage provides organization with off-site or remote backup of data, which in turn reduces cost. And next is effective use of bandwidth. Cloud storage use the bandwidth effectively. In example, instead of sending files to recipients, a web link can be sent through email. And the last is security of data. For example, helps in protecting the data against ransomware or malware, as it is secured and needs proper authentication to access the stored data. Besides having advantages, cloud storage has disadvantages, namely dependency on internet speed. If the internet connection is slow or unstable, we might have problems accessing or sharing the files. And next is dependency on a third party. A third-party service provider is responsible for the data stored, and hence it becomes an important prerequisite in selecting a vendor and to examine the security standards prior investing. And the next is high cost for huge data. Organizations that require a large amount of storage may also find costs increase significantly, even after the first few gigabytes of data stored. And the last is no minimal control over data storage framework. Since the cloud storage framework is entirely managed and monitored by the service provider, the customer has minimal control over it. In the last presentation material is implementation of cloud storage architecture in Google Drive. As we can see in the picture, there are Google Drive and My Drive or Shared Drive. Let us describe one by one. First, Google Drive is the main application where we can store all our data. Then OAuth is a framework that allows many services to be related and have authenticated access to their asset. And the last, My Drive or Shared Drive is the storage location that specific user owns. Files stored on My Drive can be shared and edited by the other user if the owner grants the access, but ownership of the data remains to an individual user. So that's all from me and group 11. Thank you so much for attention, and I would like to apologize if there are some mistakes, and that's all from us. Thank you.